Hey guys, welcome to the Local Beings. As part of today's inspirational interview series, I'm here with Daniel, who studied graphic design, then went to work for a luxury and lifestyle consultancy before deciding
to start my own business. So now I help develop e-commerce businesses with brand partnerships within the healthcare, dermatology and home domestic sectors.
So I want to find out what made him go from working for a luxury brand consultancy to now working but also developing his own asset and being able to become eventually financially free and exactly where he wants to be, doing his own thing.
Before I got into this, I felt very stuck, and I was at my desk and I was working on this project for a clothing brand, and I thought to myself, do I want to be doing this for the next 10, 15, 20, 30, whatever years? I always see myself in the creative industry, but I was limited because I was dictated to by the boss.
Do you know how we get fulfillment? You can be happy because you did things at work. You can be proud because you did things at work. You can be excited because you had a big success at work. But you know how you feel fulfilled at work? When you do something for someone else. It's the only way we get that feeling. It's the only way we get that feeling. You know why the statistics say that over 90% of people don't feel fulfilled by the work they do? It's not because of the job, it's not because of the pay, it's not because of the benefits. It's because we don't help each other anymore.
To have a company where I get to work with brands and to be able to help other people establish a business with the brands that I'm in partnership with, it gives me great job satisfaction because I get to see that person grow and develop and change through the mentorship program, because when you start a business venture, especially when you start one where you have no idea what it's about, you are in a very vulnerable state, so you have to go through a lot of learning, and we went through a lot of reading. I read a lot of good personal development books such as Alan Pease, Question Analysis, and How to Win Friends and Influence People, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, so all the greats, all the classics, and it really helped develop and change my mindset of how to function as a entrepreneur and not as an employee, and I was able to then impart that onto the people that I coach and train, and then I was able to, over the 2 years, help different individuals across different industries set themselves up.
So no matter what you say to me, no matter what you say I cannot do, no matter what you say I will not do, I must do, I have to do. I am king, I live as king, I walk as king. This is our new identity. The new identity is you must be okay with your comfort zone being shut up.
I wanted to do something where I could work on my own, but that required me to really break out my comfort zone, which was speaking to people. I was introvert. I was a hermit in the crowd, let's be honest. I wasn't very social, even though I did go out. I was incredibly socially awkward. I didn't really like speaking to people. I liked to kind of keep to myself. Anyway, anytime I did actually step out there, I was always second guessing myself whether I said the right thing, whether that person liked me for what I said. I was very self-critical, and I was very uncomfortable within myself. I didn't really know my identity. I didn't know who I was or what I was doing. I knew I was a designer. I knew I was good. I was good at working. Anything you give me a project, I was doing my best in it. However, when it came to just me being myself in social environments, I was like an anomaly. I didn't know, and it was because I didn't build up my self-confidence and my self-belief in myself. So I went through a journey through just the books I read and also the people that I associated myself with, and then the friends I made within the process of the 2 years, where I started to chip away at myself, beat myself up, cry, laugh, go through the different emotions until I got to a position where I knew who I was as a person. And it's weird because it wasn't like a defining moment. It was kind of like, I don't know who I am, because I'm still redefining myself now as I speak. But it was just the journey and the fact that I could see every single step I was comfortable to let people see my true self and not a gimmick of who I thought I needed to be, I started to notice I connected with people more naturally. And when that happened, I felt more confident with myself, and then building upon that, and then being and noticing that people actually liked the fact that I was there, and they liked the advice I gave them. And it was a process of really kind of like defining myself, my own brand as a person, and who I want to be portrayed, and who I want people to remember me as.
It's focusing and making it compelling. If your only reason you're focusing on it is like, well, I need to lose some weight because I feel fat, versus I want the energy to burn because with that I'll have more passion, more aliveness. I'll be able to impact my children. I'll be able to, I'll be able to take the business to another level. I'll be able to have fun when I'm stressed out and tired. I'll have creativity flowing through me. You can't just focus on it. You got to create a clear and compelling future in that area that will pull you towards it, so you're not trying to push yourself.
So my family were my drive, but now it's got to a position where they still are, but now I want to make sure that the people who I speak to now, I can add value to them, because I feel that in life you have to be able to leave your mark in a way where that person's going to remember you for the best of things. So anyone that I speak to now, I always ask them questions as to, so what is it that you do? How did you get into what you're doing right now? And what do you love about that? And I just like to ask them the questions so I get to know a bit more about them. Because one thing I've learned is that when you ask the right questions, they give you the answers that you need to be able to really find out where you can fit in and where you can then implement value into them, or even if it's just to be a listening ear, because amazingly sometimes I have a conversation and I assume it's going to go in one certain way, and sometimes they just start telling me some really deep personal things where I wasn't expected to get that, but I've learned, and this is just going back to my Christian upbringing, just to be that ear and just let the Lord do exactly what He needs to do, which is just listen. And then when you start listening, see where He guides you and how He can give that person the best advice. They said, I really appreciate the advice that you gave me, and then I feel good and they feel good. And sometimes it's the fact that I was just a listening ear for them to speak to, and that's how the friendship or the relationships develop from that. So